You've been wondering why you're here, who I am, why I'm doing this to you. So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear. You win the game. If you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger. You think I'm some sort of a savage? If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. I win.
Welcome to this podcast.
All right, welcome back to the SameShtDifferentDay, the podcast, episode 10. Look at that. That means 10 weeks officially of recording this podcast.
We made it.
I'm proud. I'm proud of us, man. I'm proud.
Yeah, man.
It's not easy. It's a lot of fun for sure, but definitely is some extra work to put in when you have regular jobs and shit, but
Very true.
The process is fun though. It's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
And it makes me more motivated each time we get to like more and more episodes, you know, makes me feel better about it. So I like the 10 milestone. Nice, especially doing one a week, you know.
I mean, it's kind of easy, especially when they give you cards like UFC 259.
Ooh, man. We have
You know what I'm saying?
this one.
Yeah, bro. That was a good card.
Definitely. We were expecting big things and a lot of big things happened. It was going really well. A couple funky little things happened then. But I guess we could kick it off, start reviewing our picks, at least the fights of our picks. Dom Cruz, Casey Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I thought you had Dom Cruz.
You know, full disclosure, I placed a bet on Saturday night and I took Dom Cruz. I mean, not that I'm trying to, once again, I'm not copping please here, but like,
yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Even when I went back to look at the picks and where we stood, I was like, what? I swore I had Dom Cruz, but I didn't. So we both got that one off. That was wrong. Honestly, Saturday night, that's what I was expecting. I thought Dom looked great after the weigh-ins.
Yeah. Totally different from what I expected.
And I do remember that I at least did say last week, this isn't necessarily feeding Dom to the wolves. It's more so giving a test to both fighters.
Exactly. Yep. And Casey Kenny fell short.
Well, I mean, he fought valiantly,
no.
but like Dom Cruz is a tough puzzle to solve, man. It's not easy.
Apparently,
Not easy at all.
Yeah, he dominated pretty much most of that fight.
Yeah, not much to say there. I mean, he bounces right back into contention there. He probably needs one more. But with the
One more for what? A title shot?
You'd be surprised, man. Dom Cruz held that belt for a long time, and when you think about it, he lost to Cejudo, but he hasn't really like he lost his last two before that, I believe. But it spanned a few years, you know.
Yeah, let's give him somebody else that's a little bit more prominent before we talk.
I said at least shots. One more. What?
I mean, like a real one, not Casey Kenny. Like I talked him up a lot last week.
Wow,
hey,
asshole.
Casey Kenny is like up and coming. Like,
that's fire. Okay. No, obviously, but that's what I said. But that's the point, because if Casey Kenny had won that fight, he'd have been propelled into that next. He would have needed one or two more also, but
yeah, definitely.
But I think that just kept Dom right there. He bounced back again. I mean, you got.
Isn't Dillashaw coming back? Have him fight him.
Fucking cheater.
Pass a drug test. I don't know. Like, fuck that dude, yo. That dude's a pussy. Word. I don't even want to hear it. Fuck him. But yeah, I mean, Dom Cruz. Congratulations, good shit. And I guess we'll see what's next. Moving along, we had Drew Dober versus Islam Makhachev, which, can I just point out, I don't know if I was crazy or not, but I swear to God, all three of the guys on the broadcast were pronouncing his last name differently. And they kept doing it. Like they would right after one another and like continuously, like Rogan was going with what I say, which is Makhachev.
Yeah.
DC was doing some Makhachev. So
yikes!
Some wild shit. And Anik was saying it a whole different way himself. I don't know. Whatever. Either way,
it looked like he was wrestling a bear out there, and he wasn't letting him take any control.
Domination.
Yeah, man. Drew Dober landed 14 total strikes in 3 rounds.
Holy shit!
That's not good.
Damn, that is terrible.
Not good at all. He applied the pressure early. He seen that it was going to stick, and he wrote it out. I'm surprised he even lasted that long.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what they're like. They drown you.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And he drowned
exactly
him.
what it looked like.
Straight up. Like, that's
exactly
what Khabib did to
like.
plenty of people in the 155 division. And you know what? I got to give him credit where it's due. I actually didn't think he was as good as Khabib.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that a test of just Drew Dober, who I have a lot of respect for, but I'm not saying that means he is Khabib.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I don't think you could have done much better. He dominated him, he drowned him, and then gets the finish close towards the end anyway. I just thought that's easy money. I didn't think Dober was ready for this. I just think styles make fights, and he didn't have the style to beat it.
Yeah, it was a sad sight to see.
I mean, finally I get a point up on you, because when we get to the end and what total is looking like right now, it is
Yikes!
bad. I'm embarrassed.
You need it.
No, I need way more. I need way more than that. It is embarrassing, bro. But yeah, Islam, I mean, all the hype, he lived up to it. I got to give him the credit where it's due. I was curious as to whether he would. I knew DC would be pumping it through the broadcast.
Showed no ring rust at all.
No, but that's what they do. Once again, I hate to say it, but they'll rest up, and then he'll come back in like a year and a half, and
damn,
somebody else. I mean, he said it himself. His last 3 fights were canceled in a row. I mean, come on, it's crazy, but whatever.
We'll see.
I don't want to shit on him now.
Yeah.
That was 1 point for me, and
yeah, take that.
Yeah, I'll take it. Rakic and Thiago Santos.
Oh, what a barn burner.
Wrong.
Oh, shit.
That fight was pretty bad, bro.
Listen, my takeaway from that is, yeah, pretty bad. We both had Rakic, whatever the fuck. I don't really care.
Yeah.
He is like ranked like second or third now in the division, so we'll see more from him. I don't know. My takeaway from that fight is I'm kind of concerned he might have CTE after.
Yikes!
In the post-fight press conference, I'll clip it and throw it on the pod, because he literally tells the media, well, you saw the fight. I took his soul.
You saw what happened in that fight. I took his soul.
No.
Wrong.
He wasn't in the same cages.
You didn't take nobody's soul, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was boring.
For a light heavyweight fight, you can't throw 111 total strikes. You can't land 111 total strikes.
For 3 rounds.
It was
between the both of you. It was
slow.
crazy.
They both looked timid out there, and for absolutely no reason. I mean, I guess Rakic more than Santos, but Santos was acting scared out there. Rakic looked like he ain't want to get hit with that Thor's hammer off his chest. I don't know. I didn't.
I'll tell you what, Thiago Santos is done. I'm sorry to say it, but he just.
Yeah, we'll see him in Bellator or PFL soon.
If that, because not for nothing, he just doesn't move well anymore after the knee injuries with the Jones fight.
Yeah, he looked scared out there. He looked like he didn't want to.
He's just different. He don't move well. You know?
Yeah.
You don't move well. I don't like it. I think it's kind of a concern, to tell you the truth. I don't know how many times you should put him out there, because he may start getting hurt if he goes against the wrong guy.
True.
That division is looking awfully weak nowadays, though. I don't know. All right. Let's unpack this. Aljamain Sterling. We were very hype on this.
Oh, we here already? Oh, bring it on.
There
Did
we
you
go.
see that disgusting knee?
Yes.
Disgusting.
Fucking cheater.
About 5 seconds after the ref says he's down, clear as day.
Yeah. All right, let's set the stage. Peter Yan throws the knee. He's obviously down. Aljo's down. He slams that shit across the side of his head. It was a weird interaction where he asked his corner if it was okay to strike here. And at first, the first cornerman, you can hear him yell, punches, punches. And then the next guy yells in Russian. And apparently when they translated that, it was something like kick. I mean, but I do find it odd. Clearly, you could tell Aljo when he's going to get the belt wrapped around him, he didn't even know that was going to happen. So enough with that. I think also afterwards, I have to just lay everything out on the table. Afterwards, he had some social media posts, and I understand his reasoning and that his friends, pushed him that way. But he did post a few times with the belt, kind of celebrating. So all that being said, as you said, the knee was gross. It was fucked up. You're the champion of the world in the UFC. You should know the fucking rules. I can't even imagine you're asking your corner.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you should know the rules.
Yeah, man. It was bad. It looked bad. I can only imagine how it felt. Everybody wants to talk about Aljamain put on a performance in the octagon. That wasn't no performance.
What shocks me is What shocks me is that it wasn't just these stupid fucking trolls. It's John McCarthy,
Loser.
other fighters, and I just think to myself, really, you really believe that he should have continued there?
Wrong.
He would have been finished in seconds afterward.
How would you feel if they DQ'd it and just left the belt vacant?
Okay, funny you say that, because I'm going back and forth thinking about this since Saturday night, right? And I'm thinking to myself, no fucking way you can say the belt does not come off of Peter Yan. Let me explain.
Yeah.
It's like the WWE rule, right? Okay, a championship can't change hands on disqualification. So what does WWE use that for? They go ahead and can let a champion keep the belt by doing a disqualification move at the end in some slimy heel way, right?
Right.
Just consider this. Imagine a champion is getting his ass whipped for 4 rounds. And we coming into the 5th, and he says to himself, well, fuck it. I'm going to lose this anyway, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this guy in his fucking nuts. The bell rings, I'm going to walk across, and I'm going to fucking give him a kick in the dick. And I'll get disqualified, but I get to keep my belt. So who cares? So that being said, Peter Yan does not deserve to be champion anymore after that.
Very true.
But I did challenge to myself and think to myself, am I okay with him celebrating with the belt afterwards? And really, I mean, I'm nobody, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, if you're gonna give me the fucking belt, I'm gonna post to it.
Nah, see, I don't believe that.
Nah,
I'll tell you the
fuck
truth,
that.
I don't like it. This is what I believe, right? And I was talking with Danny about this, and Danny actually suggested it to me, as you just did, and he goes, well, I think the best idea would have been strip the belt from Yan. It's a disqualification, but it's vacant now.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, I was like, yo, that makes fucking sense. That's what you should have done.
Right.
That's what would have been the solution.
And I wouldn't have been mad at that, but you still would have had to give fucking Aljamain the W.
But here's my thing, though, right? So I actually also believe Aljamain said, he had a response on his podcast about all of this, and I actually believe exactly what he said, which is that Dana White would not have given him another shot at it. And I've always thought this was weird because Dana is so close with Matt Serra, but you notice how even when Aljo won that last fight, it took a while for Dana to admit that he was going to give him the shot.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't like him for some reason. I don't get why. I don't know. I'm surprised Sarah hasn't tried to talk to him about it a little bit, but maybe they keep things as keep the business shit out of it.
Nah, he's definitely in his ear.
Probably, but I don't know. I don't understand it because he seems to not like Aljo for some reason, and I don't get it. And I agree that I don't think he would have got another shot. I think Dana White would have said Peter Yan was clearly winning that fight. It wasn't a legal
Scorecards had it close, but yeah, they had Yan winning.
Well, let's all be real.
And
I love Aljo.
let's be real.
If that wouldn't have happened, he was losing.
My man, he tanked in the first round, bro.
He cleared the gas tank. He did.
Yeah, man. He tanked in the first
he needs
round.
to make is stop the nervous energy in the next fight. He was just fighting too hard, too quick.
Bro, he jumped on the motorcycle and he just revved, bro. And he didn't let go the whole first round. And when he came out in the second, you clearly seen it. Clearly seen it. And halfway through the second round, he's throwing the spinning shit and letting my man Yan take his back and shit.
Here's my concern, though.
Wasn't good.
Right? When you look at the stats of the fight, even though it was close and 2 judges had it 2-1 and 1 judge had it actually in Aljo's favor 2-1.
Yeah.
Aljo attempted 17 takedowns in those 2.5 rounds. He landed 1.
Yikes!
And Pion proceeded to land 7 out of 7.
Yep.
And slam this boy around like he's been wrestling bears for years.
I am convinced that that's just what they do out there, bro.
It just doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to play Aljo. Obviously, I love Aljo. I just think I really thought you would have the wrestling advantage, backpack that dude and submit him.
Right. He could never get there.
Yeah, I think Peter Yan. I'll tell you what. You know what? I don't blame him. I'm also not too fond of the way this rematch turns out. I think the odds.
He's not giving him a rematch.
So that's what's funny, right? That also, though, a little bit out of bounds because come on,
you trying to get back up in there?
Nah, but he has to. You're the champ.
Yeah.
And
As much as you can say, yo, you want to see that Cejudo fight, you can't do that.
And not for nothing,
Gotta
but
go back
the
up
Cejudo
in
fight
against
is not the true money fight.
Yeah.
The
It's
best
this
fight for him
one.
to have is this rematch.
Is this one.
Whenever there's controversy like this, it's always good, you know?
I hope he's celebrating. I hope he's back in the gym because you got a game plan a totally different way. And honestly, just don't gas in the first round. Like the first round, he looked great.
There was a definite speed advantage.
Oh yeah.
Peter Yan kind of just sits back and like he attacks like a prey, like
pins and plugs,
like a coyote, just coming after, just constantly, like just never letting up. And
every strike is meticulous and powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I also don't blame Aljo for taking it.
I'm taking that shit too. I'm partying with that shit. It's lit. Come take it back, bitch. Come take it back.
He could have went and, got back in the fight, got knocked out like 30 seconds to a minute later, probably worse, left with half his paycheck, and definitely wasn't getting another title fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you can't knock that. And you know what? At the end of the day, you're the fucking champion. Follow the rules.
That's the main thing, That all of this wouldn't be talked about if you didn't hit him with the knee. You probably would have took it because it wasn't looking good.
Yeah.
And
there's nobody to blame but yourself.
Totally different story we'd be talking about right now.
Exactly. At the end of the day, there's nobody to blame but yourself. You fucked up. You threw a ridiculous knee when clearly we could all see my man was starting to gas out some.
Yeah.
We were starting to put it on him. And it was highly competitive still, but you could just see it. You could see the tide changing, and you had to throw that strike. That was just stupid. And
the most egregious shit was the ref goes, he's down. 5 seconds later. Wow. Crazy. Bad way to go out. What are you going to do? Go get it back, man.
Yeah.
Go out there, have that same performance. I'm going to put my money on the champ, though.
Really? Back.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. You give Aljo 3-4 months, go back in the gym and just honestly, bro, he was just way too hyped in that first round.
I agree.
He looked good. He looked like he might have been able to...
Emotions played a big part all night here.
Yeah.
And to transition from that, man,
zombie walker call. What'd you call it? A zombie walker?
That's fucked up. I'm gonna get blocked on Twitter. Sure.
For what? It's true. She looked like she was scared walking up in there.
Looked like?
Oh, she looked
scared. Like she looked either like she had the swine flu or she was walking down the hallway of death row on her last day, like headed towards.
Wow. Holy shit! Yikes!
Like, I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, I posted it and I thought to myself, Dana, you shouldn't even post that. Like, that's fucked up. She didn't look right. She looked actually off, like she may have been drugged. She wasn't walking right. Her eyes was just bugged out. She wasn't looking at anything. She just looked like, why am I doing this shit?
Bro,
I get paid to play video games on Twitch. I get paid to play video games on Twitch. Why am I fighting Amanda right now? Like, go away.
The goal.
Amanda's vicious, yo.
Yeah, man. 2 minutes into the fight, and it again, it shouldn't have took that long.
Nah, she was being nice, bro, because she was punching her on her dead forehead, on the top of the forehead, and this chick was baby deer legging down, like, oh shit, what did she just hit me with?
Yeah, man.
Like, straight up, man.
Your underdog of the week falls short.
Asshole.
Yeah, that was a long shot as hell, but I
don't
know, man. I just thought she looked big. She looked long. Like I thought she could.
Nah, you thought the baby was gonna be. That's what it was. You thought the baby was gonna be the difference maker in this.
Wrong.
Nobody.
Bro, she brought the baby into the octagon. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I think 145 is probably done though for women.
It's over. You gotta retire it. Cement her shit in stone right there.
Yeah, she's it. That's it. She.
What does she go back to do? What is she gonna do? Who's she gonna go fight down at 135?
Tell you the truth, actually, 145. Even though I think she fights for the PFL, I'd love to see her. The last name I could think of is Kayla Harrison, and she was a judo Olympian too, and she is a problem.
Yeah.
I see them fight just because Kayla is another like legitimate 145. Wow. I mean, Megan Anderson is too, kind of, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
that's the thing.
It's almost like when they rank the 145 women's division, they should put Amanda at champion, and they should just put nobody else in the top 5. They should leave those 4, 5 back, and then they should start at 6 because everyone else is 6 and below.
Yeah.
Amanda takes up the first 5.
It's very true. I'm not going to say no names, but she could probably beat a couple of those 145 men.
There are a couple 145, 135, and even 125 pound men who would beat her ass because there's still a difference. Sorry to say.
Right.
Tell me what you want. There's still a difference.
Yeah.
But yo,
she's taking out some of them.
Oh yeah.
Don't name no names. Don't do it.
No, I won't. But some of them don't even want that smoke.
Yeah, no.
Serious, they really don't.
No, she's a savage, bro.
Yeah, she's an absolute animal. She is the GOAT. I said that shit last episode too, even taking Megan.
True. You
make a difference.
You tried to go for a wild ride. I feel it.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying, bro. Just the fucking total right now is 42-26.
Yikes!
Yeah, I mean, soon enough, we might have to change titles, but we'll get there.
Wow.
I'm disgusted.
Asshole.
I feel
Can't
it.
even understand it.
I know you can.
I gotta stop fucking around. Like this is crazy. I'm not fucking around really. That's what's mind blowing. I mean, yeah, it takes some leaps every once in a while, but like,
yeah, I don't know what's going on, man.
Whatever. Yeah, Megan Anderson was facing death row. She did not look good. Amanda's the fucking GOAT. There's no question about it. I don't even know who's left for her to fight.
Yeah.
And whoever it is, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, true.
She's gonna fuck you up.
True.
They're gonna have to just ask her to retire at some point so that everybody else can get back to business. It's out of control at this point.
Nah, man, she'll sell anytime, man. At any time, whoever want to step up, do it.
Like,
no, who was it? Juliana Pena. That's who it was. That's who it was that was talking shit. She said she said Nunes don't want no smoke with her.
Wrong.
Yikes!
0.
Oh, please. Anyway, no chance in hell. I'm sure that probably will be next because it hasn't happened yet. That's basically all that's really left.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's beating her. She's gonna have to just retire to let the other people fight again and try to compete for a belt because it's just not fair anymore. Honestly, how about this? CM Punk fought in the UFC at 170. She would beat the shit out of him.
100%.
Which way would you like her to finish him? A knockout or submission?
I said we wasn't saying no names.
I just said one. CM Punk, Phil Brooks. Yo.
Damn, bro.
She would fuck him up, yo, straight up.
Damn.
And the dude, not Mickey Gall, but Mike Jackson.
Oh shit.
She fuck him up too, yo. That's 2 names. She fucked both their asses up. Oh, that's my.
Damn.
I'm only saying their names because they fought at 170. And if you fought at 170, you deserve your name to be said. Because straight up, once we get to 170, now you're talking about like any guy in like the top 25 will probably kill her. Except for CM Punk and Mike Jackson, who would both get fucked up. Straight up, she fucked both of them up.
Damn. Shots.
Oh, bang, bang. Like, take that shit. I don't give a fuck. She whipped both their ass.
Shit. Amanda Nunes, go. Round 1 on bar. Nice.
That was really merciful. You know what? I don't want to keep hitting this girl. She looks legitimately scared. I'm just going to take her down and rip her fucking arm from her shoulder. And she done that too, but she didn't even. She just like put it on and said, all right, enough for you today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. She could have broke it.
In a second, she could have ripped it from the seam.
Sure.
Like, yo, let me let you still play Xbox when you go home and shit.
Did her solid.
I'm telling you, this chick was walking down that hallway saying to herself, like, yo, I just partnered with Twitch.
Yeah.
Literally paying me to play Call of Duty.
Why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this? And I get it. Because as she walked to the octagon, I kind of said to myself, why is she doing this?
Right.
whatever you're making is not enough for this. It's not that much more than what I'm sure it's more than what Twitch pays you, but it's not worth what you have to do.
About to go get punched in your grill piece.
Straight up, y'all.
And you know it.
I wouldn't choose to go fight her.
Yeah, nah.
Only if I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She's a beast, bro. But she's the GOAT. That is what it is. I'm not hearing no arguments on that.
Nah, not over here.
Moving along, main event of the evening.
Underdog straight cashing.
Yep. Good call, man.
Jan Blachowicz over Israel Adesanya.
You know what? I think people are not. I think Izzy won the first 2 rounds. Tell you the truth, I really do. I think some of those scorecards were insane, and I'm not trying to take anything. But Jan 100% won the fight.
Right. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, the scores were a little bit like, huh?
49-45?
45? Yeah, that was like, how did you get that?
You're telling me he won every round and a 10-8? Where was the 10-8? Israel Adesanya didn't have a fucking bruise.
Yeah.
Where was the 10-8?
There wasn't no 10-8.
Please, Jan won the fight. It's not a debate. It wasn't
right.
Controversy. No one's trying to challenge it, including Israel.
Yeah.
People underestimated Jan way too much, and that's just what it is.
Way too much. And, at the end of the day, bro, Izzy could say it was just his legs was tired, but, that weight difference.
It was big.
It matters.
Yeah.
It matters, yo. You down there, you wrestling, bro. You got to hold that weight. It's a totally different animal. And it was probably better that Jan showed him what it was, because if he would have stepped in that octagon with John Jones.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Over.
I mean, are you kidding me? Listen,
it would have been a
big Izzy fan. I'm a big Izzy fan. Still.
Oh, I'm still on the train, baby.
Me too.
Yikes!
I think it's called a bandwagon where I'm from.
Nah, I'm still on the train.
Hey, listen, whatever floats your boat, man. I'm still a fan as well. I guess maybe just not in the same way, but I'm definitely. Yeah, Jan did him a service because he got out of that shit clean.
Yeah,
and all the shit he said to John Jones would have really fucking hurt him in a fight.
Yeah, bro.
He should stay way away from that.
Yeah,
way away from that, because Jan was able to take him down in the 4th and 5th round to dominate and win the fight. John Jones would have done that about 2 minutes into the first, and he would have landed some bombs on the ground while he was still fresh, still dry.
Yep.
Square him out. It would have been a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? I always tell you.
And he wouldn't have subbed them, and he wouldn't have finished them. He would have made him take fucking at least 3 or 4 rounds of ass whipping.
Oh yeah. You're right. Oh yeah. I thought you meant like Izzy wouldn't have subbed. Definitely not. He's not subbing Jones.
No.
Jones wouldn't have given him mercy and got him out of there quick.
Yeah.
No way. Not after all the back and forth. He would have fucked him up. Yo.
Yeah, a lot of shit talking.
He saved him from that, and I don't give a fuck what he says. Call me a hater, but he saved him from that 100%. That should just be over with for now. Just move back to 185.
That's it, and go dominate.
Yeah, you know what? I want to see who he gets matched up with first, because I think this could hurt him more than he thinks. Confidence is a big thing in this game, and I saw something in his face afterwards that seemed defeated by it all. I remember even when Conor lost the first fight to Nate, it just looked like, wow. Even though Conor has still been able to sell out every fight since, it did right from there, the allure dropped, from a 10 to a 7. And then loss after that, it got worse. That first one, remember, we didn't think Conor was ever losing again. And I think the same thing applies to Izzy. I don't think we ever thought maybe at this point, no. Like, he's never going to lose. He's going to fuck people up.
Oh, no. This was totally different. This was a totally different animal. Totally different animal.
That.
Going up. Like they were saying it the whole UFC embedded.
Listen, bro, at the end of the day, just remember one thing. Champ status is not for everybody.
Hey.
They don't got the respect enough for Conor's name, but remember one thing. It's only not for everybody.
Elite. No, only the elite, man.
And I think it needs to stop at this point.
Yeah.
Too many guys are losing. And then it's like,
I don't think this affects his.
In some way, it always does. It doesn't matter because you lost his last fight.
Nah, man.
That's why the UFC won't let cross promotions happen. That's why they
at the
won't
end
let
of
their
the day,
fighters go fight somewhere else.
He was supposed to lose. He's coming up in weight. He's a little dude fighting his big ass.
No.
Nah, man.
Nobody. No. He was
What
not
do you
supposed to
mean?
lose to
Just 'cause
Jan.
you,
He was not supposed to lose to Blachowicz. No way. No way.
Oh, you 100. I don't know what you've been watching, but
Okay, so
yeah, it was pretty obvious he was going to lose to him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that was easy money. Plus 200. Hope you cash.
So once again, we were taking a pussy underdog of the week then, because you just said so obvious that everybody knew he was going to win and he shouldn't have won.
What do you want me to do when the odds makers? He was plus 200. He was,
all right, so that's not
supposed
massive.
To lose.
That's not massive, but that's still pretty fucking good. That means that Izzy was supposed to win the fight, I believe.
Yeah, but if you paid attention to fighting.
Oh, it's like that, huh? Oh, okay.
You would have came to your senses, bro.
Okay.
It was clear as day. That was free money for everybody. Yeah, I was gonna take that. And I don't think, no disrespect to Izzy, bro, because he's gonna come back and wash whoever the fuck they put in front of him next time. No confidence, no confidence deterrent right there.
I'd like to see him fight Robert Whitaker again. That'd be cool.
Oh.
But I think Whitaker's fighting somebody soon, right? And then we'll get to see it after that. See what happens.
Oh shit, he's fighting Paulo Costa.
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, once we get that, we'll see. But
shit.
I don't
might be facing Robert Whitaker next too.
Unless Paulo Costa wins it, and then I guess you have to see that again, but I don't know.
Yo, did you see a little drunk friend over there talking shit, talking about Izzy? I guess you were drunk. You fucking little weirdo.
He gets the award for the weirdest social media in the game. He's like, there's something really wrong with him.
True.
I don't give a fuck what his excuse is. He talked way too much shit to get his ass beat the way he
got humped in the cage, my man.
As a grown ass man.
Like,
yo, I'm straight up like, we'd have to fight every time I saw you for the rest of our life.
Every time, yo.
At the fucking Hall of Fame speech at 70 years old, I'd have to hit you with my cane when I walked in this. Yeah. Humped me as a grown ass man. Nah, bro, you giving me that one back. Like, we're doing this in the street if we have to. True. Giving me that one back. No way. Wow. That was wild, disrespectful. Grown ass man humped him and then memed it, put it all over social media. That shit was disrespectful. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. Yeah, man, another 3-pointer by you.
Holla.
Good night.
Taking it.
Pretty good night overall.
UFC 259. Put it in the books.
42-26.
Yikes!
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to start adding some things to this because you gotta catch up.
Oh, your disrespect is wild today, let me tell you.
I'm just saying, you're gonna talk all your shit when you catch up. Just do it first.
Okay. We'll see. All right. Well.
Chrissy Malloy's coming through with that shit talking, kid.
I see. All right. Well, we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Let's just remember that. Still early in the year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But moving along.
We got 4 coming up. Let's see what you do.
I think the UFC needs to take a break for a week.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, honestly, because you've been giving us bangers every week, and this last card was stacked. We really didn't need one this coming up this week, but fuck it, I take it.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Why not?
Something to do on a Saturday night. Thank you.
Yeah, UFC Vegas 21. Shame about it is this was actually supposed to be the return of Hamzat again. We spoke about that last week. Still no updates there. I don't really know what's going on, but it looks like he's probably going to fight again, I guess, but I don't know.
Is he in Vegas or is he over there?
I think he's in Sweden. He changed with Gustafsson out there in Sweden, so.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I don't know. But yeah, so we have another UFC fight night coming up this weekend. This is where the Angela Hill, Ashley Yoder fight actually got moved to.
Yeah, it got pushed over, word.
So we can include that. I mean, we both took Angela Hill, right, by decision.
Yeah, over Ashley Yoder, yeah. You want to hear the pick for that? Go back like 2 episodes.
Was it 2? Oh, that's right, because it wasn't on 259. It was the one. Yeah, right. Well, we did have that already, so we'll just throw that on here as the 4th fight. But I guess we could kick it off with Dan Ige versus Gavin Tucker. Ige, he was on a 6-fight win streak until he ran into Calvin Kattar.
And hey, not a bad loss to him.
No,
You know what I'm
decision.
And that's not a bad name to lose to.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin Kattar
Definitely a learning lesson.
Yeah, and Calvin Kattar just learned that same lesson with Max Holloway, but I think there's levels to this, and that kind of shows you where these guys break out.
Yeah.
No shame or like shit talking to Ige, because I think he's a good fighter and he's got some decent wins on his record. I mean, I also like Gavin Tucker, and he's won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I heard a lot of good things about him coming out of Canada, bro. Big prospect over there.
He finishes more fights, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll see how it goes, but I think just even in Dan Ige's fights, I think a lot of them, he's won a lot of decisions, and I don't know, there's just something about that I don't like, and I think this loss to Calvin Kattar, while it wasn't as bad, I don't like the idea of what the false confidence in that could be.
Right.
You know, I've talked about it, the Alexander Gustafsson syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want him to think, well, I didn't lose as bad to Calvin Kattar as some others have, so that means I'm almost elite, and just looks past a guy like Gavin Tucker, and that's why I'm going Gavin Tucker by sub.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm hoping Dan Ige could use the reach, keep it separate till he wants to, close it in, and I'm going to take Dan Ige by sub.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. It's going to be a close fight. That's what I think, no matter what.
Yeah,
Either
definitely.
Way, it's a good fight. It's a decent fight. We'll see some good action there. And I think these guys will be going for finishes. I like Gavin Tucker's instinct to do that more so. And I think it's the Cruz a little bit more than I like.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to that. That's not a bad fight. I really actually want to see that one.
True.
Next fight up, Serkinov versus Spawn.
Misha
Serkinov. He's traded wins and losses. He doesn't do well. Hasn't faced well against the top guys, but has some decent wins.
Yo, he subbed Jimmy Crute.
In his last fight, I know, but he's lost to Ozdemir. He's lost to Glover. Spawn also did just lose to Johnny Walker in his last fight as well.
Mm-hmm.
That spells well for either of them.
If memory serves me right, I think Ryan Spann almost knocked this dude out, Johnny Walker, and then Johnny Walker came back and then knocked him out. No,
with that spinning back fist or some shit, and finished him on the ground.
Yeah,
He's also had a few nice wins in his career too. He beat Nogueira, Little Nog, and he beat Sam Alvey.
Right.
I mean, I think this is yet again. It could be a close fight.
This is such a tough matchup right here.
It really is. I think if Serkinov wins it, it's by sub, which is what I'm going with.
Right.
If Spawn wins it, it could be by KO. It could be by decision.
Yeah.
Yet another really close fight, though, for sure.
You taking Serkinov?
Yeah, Serkinov by sub.
All right, for shits and giggles, I'll take Ryan Spann.
Yeah, I mean, I bounce back and forth on that myself. I think.
Yeah. I mean, that should be another good fight to watch.
Yeah, decent fights.
Yeah, this isn't a great card, but these are pretty. Well, if you enjoy fighting, these are some good cards. This is a pretty decent card.
They're not the most recognizable names.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, let's be real here, right? This card was built on a free card.
Oh, damn, damn. They've got some names on that undercard. I didn't even see.
Decent. Yeah,
okay.
100 fights because we had so much to review for 259, but
right.
It's a decent card. I'm not, just because we don't pick certain fights, it's not a shade to them. It's just to try to keep this podcast reasonable. We don't want it sitting here going through 15 fights, but I like it. It's a
decent card.
And remember, like I said, it was set up for Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev, which was a banger of a free.
Banger.
So whatever they put on the undercard of that on a free card is just bonus, really, so you got to take it for what it is.
Yep.
And even with Khamzat dropping out, as we transition into the main event, which is the last fight we'll pick. I mean, Leon Edwards is on an 8-fight winning streak, but has not fought since July 2019.
Exactly.
That is crazy. July 2019.
Yeah.
It's almost been 2 full years. That's nuts. And he had some injuries in there, some cancellations.
COVID has mainly been locking him out of everything.
And that's why, frankly, even with Khamzat dropping out, this card is going on still. It's for Leon Edwards to get a goddamn fight and maintain his position in the division.
Yeah, thankfully Bilal Muhammad stepped up. He took on the fight.
Hey, remember the name, bro. Remember the name.
Yeah, little French Montana.
Little French Montana.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, man. It's been a while since he stepped in the octagon, but I like Leon Edwards for this fight. I seen something about Bilal Muhammad's longtime coach wasn't going to be there. Didn't get to see why. Could be something COVID related. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, if you ain't gonna have your coach in there, I don't like your odds of going up in there. Leon Edwards, yo, he's got to make a point. Go in there, knock him out.
Here's my feelings. I think it's been a really long time since he fought, and I do think there is going to be an element of ring rust here. While I love Bilal Muhammad, and I really do, like I love that type of dude. He reminds me of like a Paul Felder.
Yeah.
You know, like a guy how could you not fucking love that guy if you like fighting, right?
Right.
But I think the skill discrepancy is too much. I think even with the layoff, give Leon Edwards a little time to get, comfortable in there, and he should clearly show a difference between the two fighters. I think they're definitely on different levels. I'm definitely going with Leon Edwards as well. And I actually agree that in this matchup, in almost 99% of the time, he should not only win this fight, he should finish him.
Yeah.
More than likely by TKO.
Yeah.
I'm going Leon Edwards by decision just because Bilal just fought on February 13th.
Right.
He stayed in shape. He's ready for this. It's his big opportunity. I could see him coming out a little hot early. And I could see the ring rust kind of making Leon Edwards have to assess the situation a little bit.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised.
and frankly, not for nothing, but even in those 8 wins, Leon Edwards tends to he's finished a couple people nicely, but he tends to go to decisions a lot. So I think that could be a play here, even if he was fresh. So that he's been off for 2 years, I think he's going to take a little time, and it's going to be a little bit of a ring rush shell shock situation, being back in a live action fight where somebody's trying to take your head off. But I also think as the fight goes on, the clear difference in skill will show itself, and Leon Edwards wins the fight by decision.
Okay.
So, I mean, we went against each other on the first 2, but it is what it is. Nobody's going to be here and, go completely against something crazy just for the pod.
Whoever gets the method right gets an extra point.
Extra 2. We do side bets at 2 points, bro.
All right. Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
Side bet. All right. So you got Leon Edwards by KO?
Yeah. No disrespect, because I wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way.
Are you saying KO or sub, but just make sure?
No. KO. No. You got to call it. You got to call away.
Okay.
You said decision.
I'm
gonna take him by
KO.
KO.
2-point side bet. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Good idea. I like when we do that. We always just kind of do that on the fly. So yeah, man. I mean, that basically wraps up our coverage of the UFC this week. Crazy week. Another decent one coming up. Not a bad dessert round after the entree and the main that we had last week. So
still full off last week, bro. But guess what?
I'm not mad at it.
Big boy gonna make room for dessert. Bring it on.
Oh shit. All right, man. Well, before we get out of here, just want to speak a little bit about the NBA.
All-Star game up in the ATL.
Interesting how they did it. They're all putting it all in one night, just to avoid, I guess, the COVID situation and make it as safe as possible.
They said nobody tested. When they tested them, this morning? Nobody tested positive?
Whatever. I don't care.
So they say. I want to see how many games get canceled this week.
Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, 3-point contest, as expected, Steph Curry was unreal.
You already knew.
31 points in the first round, and I realized, okay, as long as we know he has it tonight, there's no question about this. But then hits the 2-point ball in the last rack to win the shit by 1.
Yeah.
Just to make it.
He always keeps it thrilling.
Just to make it interesting.
Yeah.
That went as expected. Dude, I'm just going to be honest, though. The fucking dunk contest, the NBA, you should be ashamed of yourself. Straight up. That was the worst dunk contest I ever saw. Y'all played my man Obi. Call me a bias, whatever. I don't even fuck, really, because at the end of the day, you know what I find hilarious? And I'll prove this. On fucking social media this week, Zach LaVine did a dunk in warm-ups for one of these. I don't even know. It might have been a Bulls game before they even went to the All-Star, right?
Okay.
Like bounce through the legs, dunk shit. And I swear to God, all over social media, Bleacher Report, whatever it was, they're going, well, this would be a 50 in the dunk contest.
Right.
Obi does the same dunk for his first dunk. And they don't even, you can't find a fucking highlight of it. It's like it's been blackballed. Meanwhile, they let this guy win for that. Even the announcers are like, oh, if he kissed the
if he kissed it,
dunk,
it's over.
It's a 50. Oh, wait, he did. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But it's still 50.
No, he didn't kiss it. But fuck, we don't know what to do now because the money's in on him. So what should we do? And I'm not even saying Obi got screwed. I think Cassius Stanley had a better dunk contest.
Adam Silver was like, my man, if you go kiss that ring and put any type of germs on that rim, it's over for you. We don't want that.
I don't even know what the fuck that was. It was just ugly.
He wanted to show how high he could jump. You know, the first one, he grabbed the ball off all the way off the.
What was that? Like,
what was that?
Have
somebody toss it to you and you catch it 17 feet up in the air.
I'm so tired of this. They just gave this kid. I mean, what was the numbers on that? Because it brought somebody money. I don't want to hear it. The corruption was in. It's some.
This was my first introduction to him, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It was bullshit. Whatever it was, the money was in on him to win this shit. Because even the announcers were playing it up and feeding to it, and they couldn't. Once they played the replay,
if he kissed it, it's a 50.
Wrong. He didn't.
He didn't.
Still, he won the dunk contest on it. I don't understand. It all just seems like corruption. I think the same applies for the All-Star Game MVP.
Really?
Yeah. Listen,
why?
35 points, 16 of 16 shooting, right?
What's wrong with that?
And shot 3 3-pointers. Those I will give him credit for. Everything else is bullshit. He's 8 feet tall. They don't play defense.
What do you want?
This is the All-Star Game. They don't play defense. I don't care that you went 16 for 16. What does that mean?
Everybody could have won 16 for 16. They don't play defense on nobody.
But how about some respect for my man Dame Lillard, who was 8 3-pointers, 32 points, won the game on a shot on not his first of the night, half court, draining threes from half court, wet, fucking agua. And what are we rewarding Giannis for? He had fucking 15 fucking layups and dunks in a game where nobody plays defense.
He hit a 3-2 late.
He hit 3 3-pointers and 13 horse shit dunks and fucking layups
and if he would have missed one of them, Dame would have caught that MVP.
No, I don't believe so. I think they're hating on Dame.
Damn.
I don't think they like Dame. I don't think they like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the entrepreneurial being like a rapper and shit and they don't like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's in Portland. That's what somebody had to say. But also Giannis is in Milwaukee, so I don't know how much there's anymore. But it's a crime. It's a crime what they did.
My man went perfect. It wasn't that a record. Nobody went perfect in the All-Star game. He's like the first or something.
You know why? Because everybody just shoots 3-pointers all night. And this bum just grabbed rebounds.
He shot 3 of them and could have missed one of them. He didn't. Give that man his award.
Not for nothing. If anything, they play a little more defense on the outside. They definitely play no defense whatsoever, 0 in the paint.
None. Yeah.
Got 13 easy baskets where he didn't have to do shit. And not for nothing, but he straight up don't even deserve it anyway. Enough with the MVP. I let him fucking win a playoff series against somebody who matters.
Very true.
I know that that's not tied to this exactly, but I don't know.
It's a true point. It's a true point.
Man, enough is enough already. Like, come on with this guy. Like, stop rewarding him with shit. He needs to prove something already. Like, it's enough.
What's fucked up is he ain't gonna be winning shit out the East, baby, because that's all Brooklyn.
Yikes!
Yo, how afraid of LeBron James are they? Like,
oh my God, this kid.
Kevin Durant is such a puss, bro.
Kevin Durant is hurt. Why are we even talking about him?
Because even while hurt, he's out here like, yo, we need help.
Loser.
Nobody in the history of the game. They've talked about the Celtic teams, the Laker teams, the Miami Heat, everybody. Kevin Durant has literally had Hall of Fame level All-Stars as teammates every single year of his career. And he's managed to get away with 2 championships only when he joined a team that won 73 games prior to him even getting there.
Wow, but he definitely contributed to that.
I'm not saying he didn't, but what I'm saying is he literally could only win 2 out of all these years. This guy had James Harden, Russell Westbrook, fucking Serge Ibaka in OKC. Then he had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green in Golden State. Now he has James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and now Blake Griffin as well, who's
And they're going to win a chip.
basically about 30% of what he used to be. So, like, I get it, but it's like, how much help do you need? And yet again, I just think you could have brought in somebody who brought just as much value as Blake Griffin without the name and expectations. This is it now.
I'm not understanding.
Championship or bust. And let me tell you something. If you were not even make it to the championship, you're out of here. One of them have to go. That's it. Like, that's how serious this is. If they,
I'm not even sweating this. This is a
when
conversation.
Kyrie and KD started this season, I still believe they should have made the finals. But guess what? Because KD was coming off the injuries, because they were playing together for the first time, we would have given them a little leeway. If they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to Milwaukee or something like that, or, you know, we would have been like, okay, maybe Philly, you know, we can understand it. Then they went out and got James Harden. Now, that's it. You have to get to the finals, and more than likely, you have to win the finals too, or it's a disappointment. But then you go out and get Blake Griffin, who frankly is a shell of himself, but comes with such a big name that now
it's not about the name. We just
it is about the name. It is about the name.
It's not.
He's not a big body. He stands up.
He is a big body
right now. Go watch a fucking Blake Griffin game, bro. Go watch it. Do you know this man has not dunked since 2019?
I don't need him to
How
dunk.
can you? You want him to get rebounds, right?
Just grab a rebound.
Okay. If you're not even close enough to the rim to dunk, how the fuck are you getting rebounds? You taking threes? How are you getting rebounds? He's not.
Yeah, man. You don't even give the man a chance over here. Give him a chance in the system.
Systems over here. See, let's talk about systems. What are you talking about? It doesn't even make any sense. All I'm saying is, right? Andre Drummond's out there. I think he's a name too, but I think he brings way more value than Blake
Too
Griffin.
expensive, guy.
And he's big. Too expensive. What's too expensive?
Too expensive. Hey, what would you have to give up for him?
They're gonna buy him out. So you give him chump change just like you
giving him up.
Yes, we'll see about that. Watch. Nobody's willing to trade for him, and they're not going to stay on the hook for that money. I hear he might go to LA because of course, but at the end of the day, I just think you could have kept.
If that's the case, then yeah, that's a losing bet right there.
Absolutely, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's
what the fuck are you guys going to do with Anthony Davis and Andre Drummond? What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's true, but I'm not.
And I didn't mention LeBron, the GOAT. I didn't even mention the GOAT. Come on, son.
Yep. Very true.
It's danger. I just don't like it. I think Blake Griffin comes with too much expectations, and I don't think the casual fan and most people realize that he's been in Detroit for the last couple of years, literally limited to a three-point shooter in the corner because he doesn't do any big man shit anymore. There's no dunking. There's no rebounds. His last stat line for Detroit is something like 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. You know what the best part of that is? 4 assists. Because the first 2 are terrible for a guy at Blake Griffin's stature. I'm telling you, this guy is like, seriously, his athleticism is gone. Go watch the tape and come back to me next week. His athleticism is gone. His knees are blown. He's fucked. He is a decent piece. I'm not saying he's not. I just, now you're seeing pictures on social media everywhere, right? And now, it's like now, even if you were to lose to the Lakers in the finals, which frankly, in no scenario should be a disappointment. It now is.
It would be. Yeah,
it would be. Now it would be because you went all in on all this. Now and now you want to put up pictures of Blake Griffin there, and you got.
I agree, but I mean, I just want to see this whole team together, man.
And that's the problem right there too. The expectations don't fall off now just because 1 or 2 of them get hurt. You may have a couple people come to their defense for that, but Kyrie got to take his spell out still. He hasn't in his 30-game exit yet. But the more likelihood it happens while they're in the playoffs. But that may be a blessing in disguise. What you need Kevin Durant healthy, and you need James Harden healthy.
Word.
Blake Griffin, trust me, is just not that significant. And I guarantee you in a couple weeks, I don't give it past episode 13 before you are like, yo, John, you was right, yo, he's a bum.
Damn.
I'm just saying, it's over. It's over.
We'll see.
You, don't go in with too much expectations. That's the problem here. It generated too much excitement for what it was. He's not the guy who's going to bang down low. He's just yet another guy who's way too injury prone.
Yeah.
Just like varying levels of Kyrie, right now even KD. It's just too much.
I'm gonna take I'll take him, bro. I like the signing. I'll take him. Let's see what he does.
Yo, I will. How about this? I'll make a bet with you.
Here we go.
There is multiple times in the playoffs this year where at least 2 of those 4 guys are in a suit. James Harden will be there the whole time.
Yeah.
And then either Kyrie or KD, one of them will exchange different series where they're in a suit. And I guarantee Blake Griffin's in a suit.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. We will. Hey, if they do it, I'll give it up. That's for sure.
That Knicks slander.
Nah, man, listen, the Knicks, don't talk about the Knicks.
That Knicks slander.
We're not in the same class. The Knicks are doing what they're doing. They're a couple years behind where you guys were. And maybe one day we'll prove to players, too, that they should come here because it's a strong system and we can win.
Yeah.
Yes, did. I respect that. I still think, though, at the end of the day, if you really laid everything out on the table, I think if somehow the Nets could have got KD, not taken Kyrie, kept D'Angelo Russell, even though he looks like a bum now, the way he played with the Nets, if you had just kept him and kept that fire going, kept a lot of your younger guys like Jared Allen and them, was able to get KD, and then if you had to make a trade for James Harden and maybe you lost D'Angelo Russell in that,
right,
lose Jared Allen in that anyway, but I respect that trade. Yeah, you take in James Harden because that motherfucker could play no matter what we've said. He could ball, right? Okay,
no matter
Kyrie, though,
said.
Kyrie is, I'm sorry, I just don't believe he was worth it. Or the best deal would have been trading, like I said 100 times, trading him straight up for James Harden because who cares? And he didn't have a no trade clause, and fuck him.
Right.
And KD, you just signed for 4 years. What you gonna do? Not
what
play?
You gonna do?
Your boy is gone. Give it 3 games with James Harden, and you're gonna be happy again anyway. Shipped him out of here and kept those young guys. I say fuck DeAndre Jordan too. What a waste of fucking money, but whatever.
Damn.
True. You right.
Before we get out of here, one last thing I want to say. One word. Bitcoin. Back up over 54K.
Nice head, bro. I'm glad. I'm happy for you, kid.
Do something about it. If your money ain't working for you, it's losing. It's just the same shit.
Different day, baby.
Get this in the tank. Get it out as soon as possible, yo. But I loved it, man. It was great.
Definitely.
Hey, brother.
Love you, kid.
Love you too, man. Have a good one.
Peace.
See you next time.